Should be recording now. I'm going to start from the beginning, like you guys said. Awesome. So, where do you start? Well, the first thing you want to do is go to indicators and get the script. So, the script is under invite only. You'll have access to it once you go through the website on WAP, and the correct script is this one, 4.1. The rest of them, right, they are labeled do not use, outdated, outdated. Yeah, the warnings are there for a reason. But if you want to see the progress of the script over time, you can look at the old ones. I am recording it, Dubs. Don't worry. I am now chief recorder, which is okay. That's okay. So, what comes next? So, the top size over here on the right-hand side is your risk per trade. Now, the minimum number of contracts, base coins, that you should be using, at the very, very minimum, is 15. Now, 15 contracts on Litecoin, the risk per trade is $28. But on the same thing like Crow, 15 contracts is about 5 cents. That is the only capital requirements. So, you have to use at least 15 contracts. It doesn't matter. It's not about dollars. It's just about the way that exchanges handle their contract sizing. So, can you run every bot with $100? No, because you'd be risking $28 per trade. But if you have $100, there are definitely bots you can run. Obviously, you can run this. This is risking 5 cents, right? And you can make this 15,000 and you risk almost nothing. But if I put the same $15,000 on Litecoin, it's a way larger amount of money. So it just doesn't scale in like a logical sense. So just keep that in mind. I'll post it, but 15 contracts, absolute minimum. You generally want to have at least 35, I would say, just because of the way the script handles position sizing. Because if you look, it's only buying 3 contracts with 15, which means that some of the cells don't work properly on the market buys with really low contract amounts. So if you were using really low capital, I would advise sticking with cheaper coins, just as an aside. Now, how to actually set up the bot? Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're on the correct time frame. So as you can see in this drop-down menu, this is all the coins we support. You guys can see them all here. And then they're labeled with a time frame, M10, M15, M5, M10, M10, whatever. Hit the coin, make sure it matches up, and then make sure you're on the right time frame. Also, you want to use the Coinbase spot charts for everything. So if I search the pair of whatever I want to trade, I want to use the USD Coinbase pair. Always USD Coinbase. You will notice that it exists. For every single pair in the script, there will be a Coinbase pair. Do not use the Coinbase USDT pair. Do not use this. And I can literally show you how bad it is. Do not use that, LTC USDT, or like BTC USDT, whatever. Don't use it. It's bad. Really, really bad. Keep that in mind. And if you want, I mean, I can show you how much worse it is, but there's really not really a point. It's because there's way less volume on these pairs, so there's much less data to read. And what happens is you just do significantly worse. I mean, there's just no reason to run this if you don't have to. So don't. Stick with the proper pair, Sol USD. Okay? And I mean, the difference is really pronounced. I mean, it doesn't take much to see it. Just stick with USD. Anyways, so once you've set your risk, whatever you put here will stay in the alert. So when you create this bot, it's not going to change. If you delete this off the chart, it will still exist. It doesn't affect it. The only thing that affects it is these alerts here. So if you look, if I create a new alert, right, for just argument's sake, you guys can see that right there, it says 115 Sol M10. 15 is the contract size, so it's saved that risk per trade. If I now delete this, this will still exist, okay? So it's persistent. Keep that in mind. Now, how to actually set up the bot? I mean, this is the most important question. So I'm going to stop streaming on this, and I'm going to start streaming this page. So all I've done so far is I've moved money into my futures account. So you guys can see I have 171 US dollars in this trading account. I believe you guys can see that. It should be fairly easy to spot. So what am I going to do on this screen? I will go to this top right section and just click trading bots. Okay? And what I'm going to do here is go to signal bots and press add a signal. I am going to name the signal SquirrelBot and then whatever pair I'm going to use. So in this case, Solana, right? And then I'm going to hit next. So I take this webhook URL, and then, oh, let me just share my whole screen. All right, can you guys still see this? Someone give me a yes, no type answer.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so I press copy there, and then I click on the indicator itself, okay? And I press add alert. And what I'm going to do is go to notifications and paste this in, okay? And then you check this box, make sure it's on, and then this will send you an email of the receipt of your trade. So whenever the bot does something, you will get an email or a notification. You can do all that yourself. So in the alert name, I'm going to call it SquirrelBot Solana, okay? And this bot is going to risk $28 per trade. I can see that in the top right. So I'm going to go back to BLofin and then take this. This is the message text. I will then take this, copy, paste it into here. Now the only thing I have to do is this. This is very important. You're going to go to where it says instrument, this line, okay? And delete everything inside the quotes. So you're just going to leave these two quotes. And you're going to type coin, so in this case sol, dash USDT. Okay? And that's it. That's the only edit you have to make. And then you just press create. And when you look back over here, you will see right there, instruments, sol USDT, you know, that makes no sense. Psi USDT, I was lazy with these, sol USDT, AAV USDT, you get the point. You put the correct instrument next to it, coin dash USDT. Okay, so once you've done this, you press complete. Okay. Click on SquirrelBot Solana. We press create a bot. We set the leverage. Anywhere between 5 and 10 is okay. Sorry about that. And then we're just going to go back to this 6x leverage or whatever you want. I'm going to put the correct coin, so sol USDT. I'm going to put the amount of money I want to give it, and then press create a bot. And we leave all of this as default. So multiple entry is on, TPSL is on, everything else is the same, and we just press create, and that's it. Once you've done this, there's your bot, right? And then there is your alert controlling the bot up there. And that's it. That is the entirety of the steps. Now to update the bot, what do? If there's a new version, you just delete this from the chart. You then add it back again, and it will automatically load the new version. You make sure your risk per trade lines up with this. Make sure you're on the correct time frame. So I'd make this 30. I would then click on this, hit this drop-down menu, and then at the bottom of this list, SquirrelBot V38 would show up. And you would just click on it. It doesn't really let me do it because it doesn't exist. You would just click on it and it would show up. So if I clicked on this one, it would come up here. And you just click on it and press save. And that is it. That is the entirety of the setup guide. That is all you have to do. Nope, TPSL was not supposed to be checked. It would just be left default. That is it. So, any questions? I will happily answer. It is recorded, so I did record exactly what we did, how we set it up, how to do it again, etc. But obviously, I will help you guys individually if you need it. I will be here. It's no problem. And if you have questions, just like you can just speak. There's no like rate. You can just say whatever you need. What is your person TradingView? You probably need to have at least TradingView Essential to have webhooks, I believe. I could be wrong, but from what I understand, you need to have TradingView Essential. But if you don't have it and like you can't, just message me. I can theoretically just run your hook off my TradingView myself. So if that's a specific individual case, we can work on that together. That's not a big deal. So yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up everything I have to say in terms of the setup guide. I don't really think there's too much else. Trading view requirements: you just need any paid version of trading.